If you're asking right now, Nene, did you really dye your hair purple just for this video? Then the answer is yes. Just like I did last year. And I will continue doing it until I find a purple that actually suits me. Hello and welcome to the Ace Space. I'm your host Nene and I have an announcement to make. So last year I hosted the first round of the Ace Race, which is a readathon centering books with asexual main characters. It runs all through October, from October 1st till October 31st. Let me explain the rules to you. The readathon consists of 3 categories. We have the categories rep, genre, and voices. The rep means what kind of sexuality and or romantic orientation the main character has. Then we have genre, which speaks for itself. It's the genre or type of book. And the last one, voices, is what kind of author it's written by. So there are 9 prompts in total, but you can double up on them as long as they don't fit into the same category. For example, if you have a book with an aromantic main character that is a poetry book and written by an author of color, you have 3 prompts done, but you can't be like an aromantic main character who is also Sapphic, and then because those 2 prompts are in the same category, they don't count, if that makes sense. Obviously, you can read a book with an aromantic main character who is also Sapphic, but you'll have to pick which prompt it is for. You could also just participate in this readathon without doing any of the prompts. That's fine, as long as every book has a main character on the asexual spectrum. To help you find the books that you are able to read for this readathon, I have a Google Doc. So let me explain the prompts to you. I've recycled a few from last year, and in the future I'll also be doing that. So let me tell you, I will have to look it up because I don't know them out of my head. For the category representation, we have the prompts: read a book with an aromantic main character, a book with a demisexual or gray sexual main character, and read a sapphic main character. That was my nap time alarm. I will be ignoring it, like I always do. What was I saying? Yes, a sapphic main character. Just in case it isn't clear to you, this needs to be a main character who's both asexual and sapphic. If you don't know what sapphic means a woman who likes women, so a lesbian, a bi, a pan person, or a girl who likes girls. There are also some non-binary people who also fall into that spectrum. So with the genre category, I kind of have more options because there are so few books with asexual main characters. It's really difficult to put in prompts and like still have you have a lot of options. So the first prompt is read a comic or a poetry book. So you can choose. Maybe there's a comic that's both poetry book. I don't know if those exist. So it's just whatever floats your boat. The second prompt is read a nonfiction or read a memoir. So I think memoirs are nonfiction. Read a book that's nonfiction or a memoir, or both. And then the last one is really simple: read a fantasy. For the category voices, we have the prompts Aspec author. So the difference between Aspec and Aspec is Aspec includes aromantic orientations, and Aspec is specifically people who are on the asexual spectrum. It isn't always clear if an author is asexual when they have it on their like Twitter bio, or I know it through somebody else. I have it listed on the Google Doc, so you can just see there if it is an own voices author. The second one is read a book by an author of color, which is really simple. And the last one is read a queer author. Obviously, a lot of people on the A spectrum identify as queer. Try to, with this prompt, to have like a non-binary author or a lesbian author, somebody that's queer besides them being asexual. So those were all of the prompts. I hope I explained them correctly and clearly. If you have any questions, you can tweet me or DM me on Twitter. I also have an Instagram at acereadathon, and we have a Discord. So our Discord is just for the Ace Space, and then for the readathon we have a channel called the Ace Race. I keep saying we, but I'm on my own, where you can share your TBR, share your progress, where the info is also listed, and just a general chat. There's also, if you're interested and you don't know this yet, there's also a category for the book club. And in September and October, we'll be reading Beyond the Black Door by A.M. Strickland. I will tell you which prompts this is good for, because I think you can have like 3 prompts done with this. So this has a demi-romantic main character, so it doesn't fit for the demisexual, Grace asexual, but it does have a bi-romantic main character, so it fits for the prompt Sapphic. Then it is also a fantasy, and it is written by a queer author. You can read this for 3 prompts and join our book club if you'd like to. So if you want to participate in this readathon, again, it starts October 1st and ends October 31st. You can join the Discord. You can follow at Ace Readathon on both Twitter and Instagram. I will have on Twitter and Instagram, I will have a picture of my Ace Race bookcase, which you can fill with the books that you want to read. I did that last year and it was so much fun to see everybody's TBR with this. It was so cute. Yeah, I hope people will show me their bookcases through that again this year. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you will join me with this readathon in October. Again, thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.